What's up, superstars? Back with the video. You got Superstar Rob and you got Superstar Nation. How you guys doing? Oh man, beating me up every single time. Really busy day today, guys. I hope you had a wonderful long weekend if you're here in Canada right now. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification button to get every single video every single day. Also, for Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month, get started beside your name, master spreadsheets, giveaways. And you can always reach out to us on anytime you want on X, Instagram, or Discord. Our Discord is definitely the place to be. All of Superstar Nation resides there. We run all of our giveaways every month through there. You guys use our links. You're buying cryptos with your links. You're using FlipPlay, whatever it is. You're using our links. You got to let us know in our Discord chat. So every month we can go and assign you stars so you can win some pretty cool stuff. With Crypto's Marketplace opening up potentially June 1st, I think it's going to be possible, I'm guessing, to give away some Cryptoys. So looking forward to it. And make sure you guys do the right thing and join that Discord so that you can have constant communication and stay on the ball with all your favorite collectible projects. All right. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the latest news. This has come up before in the past, but it's resurfaced now. This is over-the-counter deals, private deals, backdoor deals, whatever you want to call it. And digital collectible companies, we've seen this happen before. It begs the question, what's the right way to do a backdoor deal? Should they be doing backdoor deals? Are backdoor deals acceptable to do? And us as community members, what are our rights in that? Do we have the right to know? Should there be transparency before? We're going to explore this a little bit, but what's causing this video to be, we haven't talked about this in over a year, but since it came up, I have a post here by Sergio, and this one, it was the bat cowl holders. So the bat cowl community right now is up in arms because there was a private invite to purchase, it looks like 480 bat cowls from Daz 3D, which is a 3D rendering service that was used by the bat cowl products. I guess they picked up 480 of these things in their work for them. And they invited private only 40 different community members to come and purchase these 480 bat cowls. So it sounds like that the overall offer was $63,000 to sell these bat cowls. Insane. Which on average was $1,575 for each person. Now, the marketplace, Sergio here talks a little bit about like the current market valuations. I think that's all going to change, right? These were kind of locked up back cows are now that in active community members' hands. So he's saying that they're currently valued at $1,800 and they can go to the 2,000 range. But 481 of them just came in now, and we don't know for sure if the market's going to hold at 1,800. But the point that he's trying to make is that those who did this private deal got a discount, and now they can flip them immediately for a profit, assuming it actually can sell at 1,800. So, yeah. So, sorry. And one more thing, each person received on average, it looks like 12 back howls each. So that's why it's 1,800. And then, he continued on saying that, there's concern about how it was done. It was organized, it looks like, by the company themselves. It was a preferential treatment. And it was basically, they favored a handful of users and left the rest of the community out. So this is not the first time that the topic of private deals has come up. We actually did a video on March 27th, 2023, where Veve was the one that did a private deal with Danny Boy. People started realizing through looking at the blockchain that mint numbers that were under 40 were being transferred into Danny Boy's wallet. So these were ones that were supposed to be locked up by Veve. They're supposed to be for licensors. They were supposed to be for the museum. Remember the Veve museum everybody used to talk about, because everyone's like, why are you holding so many mints? We're going to do a crazy museum. So we actually did a video on this at that time. And, maybe we'll listen in first to see what our thoughts were about this private deal. And then we'll circle back and talk about how it maybe it's changed or not today. So let's listen in. I'm actually okay with the sale. I think from a company perspective, I understood a long time ago that Veve will do what they want to do. They will always act in their best interest, not yours. So I'm okay with them making sales and doing these things, but it does open the door to say, Veve's making private sales. We're not allowed to make private sales, which, if one of us has a really low mint and we want to do a private sale, does that mean, since Veve can do it, we can do it too? Is it completely unreasonable to make a private sale off the market? And I know they want their marketplace to be used. And I guess they're going to say, well, this never entered the marketplace, so we can do the sale how we want it to do. But I'm okay with, I'm just for freedom, right? Like I'm okay with them doing whatever they want. It'd be nice if we also had ways of connecting with people, because you kind of just put it on a, like if you find someone who wants your unique special mint, you do have to put it on the marketplace and make the sale. veve doesn't quite have to do the same. They can just transfer it over to you. It's just another consideration. But veve can do whatever they want. It's their company. If they want to sell their #1 mint, they're allowed to do that if they want to give it to the bigger buyer. But I agree, the word needs to be out to everyone, all the whales, that you could have this opportunity to buy directly from veve. I also think it's a little bit of a pause. It is a positive that you have whales in the community that will go and drop insane amount of money for these collectibles, because what that shows us is that as the community grows, there inevitably will be more whales like the whales that are here today, like Danny Boy, that will be willing to drop some insane amount of money in order to buy collectibles. And then we're going to pause it right there. So this video is actually called, Does veve private sale mean they have no money? The reason why we did that is because at this time it was, March of 2023. It was deep in the bear market, and we wondered, why is veve selling their lowest mints? It's supposed to be the highest value stuff, and they're selling it. I mean, if they were making enough revenue, why would they be interested in selling these things if they're theoretically at a low? If you have full belief that you can grow your company and you're going to have so many new users, millions of new users, right? Why would you be selling them in the middle of a deep bear market to Danny Boy? Wouldn't it be better just to hold on because you don't need to sell them, because you're making money on your primary sales every month, or even every day, right? They have a drop, they're making money on the sale. So we were wondering, like, are they starting to run out of cash and they're trying to raise funds? And we thought maybe, part of the reason why they have all these low mints is so that they can raise funds later. I mean, this is things that we talked about back then. But the key message is that they're a private company. And veve, and of course Candy now, they're going to do what they want. And I think that this is tough for people to understand. I understand why members of the community may feel that they have the right to know what's going on about fairness and transparency. And we are for fairness and transparency. We think that it is right that transparent means are always the way to go. If you're going to make one of these deals, you should probably tell the community that you've done this. You should be transparent and say, just to let everybody know, 480, we helped administer a private sale of 480 backhauls, and we invited 40 people privately, right? Transparency is always a good thing. But at the same time, we are not shareholders. All right. If we buy into digital collectibles from a project, we think all of a sudden like we own the company. You don't own the company. If you go and you spend $1 million on back owls, you spend $1 million on veve, you don't own the company. You just bought their product. And people think that they have a right to know, because what their argument is well, if they go out of business, my collectibles will be going to zero. They'll be worthless, or I need this information so I can decide whether I want to continue to be their customer, right? And I think that's the right approach, which is you don't have a right to know anything with these guys. These guys are private companies. They're completely unregulated by like, you're not going to get like a financial statement every 3 months. You don't know anything about their financial health. And if they're going to go and do a private deal or even administer a private deal, I mean, they're going to do what they want. And I actually think it's okay. It's okay for them to do these deals and to not invite you. You don't have to be invited to their deals. They can do whatever they want. If they want to go and administer a deal, they can do whatever you want. If you have concerns about that from a business perspective, it's really none of your concern. You're not a shareholder. You don't own the company. Now, as a customer, you can say, well, because I have these concerns, I'm not purchasing your products anymore. In fact, I'm so unhappy, I'm going to go sell all my backhauls and get out of your project. That's all you could do. But I don't think that the company owes you an invite to go and buy, to do this stuff. I don't think the company even owes you an explanation in why they did it. I think that what the company should do, which is good practice, I don't even think this is, it's not legally binding, but it would be good practice, though, that every time a digital collectible company does a private deal, you are transparent and you notify the community. You just tell them the deal is complete. This is what happened. The #1 Secret Rare Spider-Man is officially on the market. Brand new 480 back albums that were in the hands of Days 3D is now in these 40 private people's hands. Being transparent that this happened, I think, is something that digital collectible companies should do, which is good practice. but I don't think that there's any reason for them to have to or be obligated to invite everybody in the community. Yeah, is it preferential treatment? Probably, but they could do whatever they want, right? If they like 40 people more than that other whale, they can invite them and do what they want. It's a private company to do what they want. Danny Boy actually came on the channel. Joe had him on. Couldn't make it that day. Don't remember why. But yeah, he had Danny Boy on, and he talked about it with him. He said, "Hey, I called him up. Yeah, I had a large sum of money. I wanted to invest in the company in the sense that I wanted to buy a bunch of collectibles." And they hooked him up. They said, "Okay, you want to buy a bunch of them? We're going to give you ones that are under 40. We're going to give you, they worked it out." And, veve probably was very happy to get a major revenue stream from selling some of these collectibles that don't see the marketplace, right? So, back to the original topic. I mean, a lot of people are going back and forth here. Backcal Project loses trust among community members. I mean, guys, hate to break it to you, but you're just customers. This is exactly this applies to every project. It especially applies to veve when this already happened before with these private sales. Just accept that this is going to happen probably again. This is not going to be the last time that we see a private sale in a digital collectible company. It's going to happen again. And I honestly don't think that digital collectible companies should feel obligated to invite the whole community to do it. Now, they might want to do it because it might maximize the revenue. Maybe from a business perspective for their revenue, if you invited more people to do some kind of private deal, maybe you'll get more eyes, and who you thought was going to be the highest bidder might get outbid by another whale, right? So it's possible from a strategy on their end, maybe they would want to let the community know, but do they have to let the community know? I think the answer is no, they don't. And again, the banter continues. If it says this doesn't address the underlying issue, what's the issue? If this was a deal between two parties, I don't think anyone would have a problem. The problem some people have is Candy Digital's involvement in facilitating this lopsided trade that only benefit a select group of people. That's none of your business what Candy does. What you guys have an issue that Candy is doing private deals for other people and inviting the people that they like? Tough luck. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Are you going to sue them? What do they owe you? Who are you? What do they owe you? They have no legal obligation to you. All you are is someone who purchased their product. And I think this is just one example when it comes to this over-the-counter deals, okay? But I think that we all need to have this mentality with every digital collectible company that we follow. There's a lot of whales out there that are buying. You hear people say, "Oh, I buy because I like the product." Okay, great. Buy because you like the product. But there's a lot of constant conversation about the business itself, being how it's being run. And I think at the end of the day, you as a customer, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you can give your feedback all you want. All these guys, they're going to do what they want. And the truth is, a lot of these products are pretty healthy. People, they have a group of 2,000 users, let's say in veve's case, I don't know about the backhouse. They're committed. They're going to come to every drop. They're going to purchase. They're going to buy. No matter what it is, they're going to buy. They're going to support. They're going to go on Twitter and they're going to just constantly, run with speculation that will never come to fruition, right? These things are going to happen. They think that it's their need to be, a spokesperson for the project because they want to protect their bags. But if that's true, then you also have to accept that this is a private company that owes nothing to you. You're doing it out of your own goodwill, and they will continue to do what they want. They will do private sales as they see fit. They might even do an exclusive collectible that no one's allowed to have except the 40 people that they like. They could do that if they wanted to, and there's nothing anyone can do about it, except if you as a customer are willing to walk away. And that will be the only leverage you have. I guarantee you, if all you guys stop, buying back owls, for example, and you say it's because Candy did this, they'll think twice about doing it again because money talks. Scroll down the comments some more. It's just a lot of people how I feel about this. Some people are not sure. Got Mr. MC1 involved. He was saying something about he's concerned about the legal implications. But Sanjay and in all due respect, I just don't think their legal implications are really anything that they need to disclose to you. They don't need to have a conversation about that. I think you're gonna have to just make your own deduction. So this happened now. You as a customer have to make a decision. Are you gonna just sell everything and leave, or are you gonna stick around and watch? So, I mean, there was back and forth on this. This is pretty recent news, so I want to talk about it today. I just thought it was pretty funny that this has come up before. And I remember there was reaction back then as well. There was a lot of reaction about and dissatisfaction about these over-the-counter deals, and it caught people off guard. And we took a different spin on it. We're like, well, I don't think Candy's in the same situation because they're brokering the deal. I don't know if they got a cut. But in Veve's case, it was with David, you, and Danny Boy directly. And in that case, we were wondering, well, I guess they need money, right? Why are they even doing these? You're selling in a bar market. You're selling at a low. Why are you making these sales now? Unless you think it's going to go lower. Or you think that you're not going to be able to achieve what you originally told the community, which is millions and millions of users a day, right? So the Back Out project too, I'm not sure with the rest of the community, if there's anybody here defending it at all. Again, for me, it's just about more of an understanding of who we are as community members and who they are as a company. And we have to start understanding that we ultimately should not be surprised when these companies act in their own best interest and do what they want, right? So if they want to help out one of their partners, they will do that. If they want to make more revenue because they're going to do a private deal, they will do that. And they will constantly worry about the possible repercussions of their actions from the community, but ultimately will lead to less sales. And this is where I think is the only kind of action you as an unhappy customer can make, which is, are you going to change your spending habits? So, I mean, those are my thoughts. You guys let me know. Do you guys think that, private deals, over-the-counter deals, backdoor deals should be allowed? Do you have a problem with it? Do you think that companies should continue doing this? Do you think they should do a different process? I'd be curious to know your thoughts. You guys can let me know below. What do you guys think? And again, I hope you guys all have a wonderful long weekend if you're in Canada. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash subscribe button, join the super fam, hit the bell notification to see every single video every single day. Also, to our VIPs, $200 a month, Starbucks, your dream, access spreadsheet giveaways, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you next one. Bye-bye.